Let's start with the OSI model. In this video, you will learn to describe the OSI model. The Open System Interconnection Model is a 7-layer model used to visualize computer networks. The OSI model is often viewed as a complicated and many fear having to learn the model. However, the OSI model is an extremely useful tool for development and problem solving. Each of these 7 layers goes up in increments of 1 as it gets closer to the human user. The application layer is closest to the person, while the physical layer is where the network receives and transmits raw data. In plain English, the OSI provides a standard for different computer systems to be able to communicate with each other. The OSI model consists of 7 layers. The first is the physical layer, then data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and the application layer. The prime difference between the TCP/IP model and the OSI model is that the TCP/IP model does not have 2 layers, that is the presentation layer and the session layer. So, have you ever imagined how does your WhatsApp message gets delivered to your friend? Well, this is how it looks. First, to communicate with your friend you need a physical connection, that is cables and the coaxial cables which reside on the physical layer. Even though you are connected physically, you need to address yourself, that is the MAC address which resides on the data link layer. So have you ever wondered what is a MAC address? MAC is a physical address for your device through which devices in a network identify your device. Now you have a MAC and a physical connection. All you need is a logical address, that is an IP address which resides on the network layer. Now you have a good setup of network with physical links and addresses, but how do you communicate? All you need is a protocol which transfers data from yourself to your friend, that is TCP and UDP, which resides on the transport layer. There should be an intermediate node which manages the setting up and taking down of the association between two communicating endpoints, that is called as a connection. This is done by the session layer. The data flows in a network will be in the form of ones and zeros. So there should be a node which translates those ones and zeros to plain text, that is the human readable format, and if necessary, compression and decompression. This is done by the presentation layer. Finally, what you see on your monitor is the final application and the result of combination of all these protocols. This can be done by some specific protocols like HTTP and HTTPS which reside on the application layer. So, let us have a quick recap over what we learned in this lecture. The OSI model helps to divide a network in 7 layers. These layers are easy to understand for any network communication. The first 3 layers are the responsibility of the network and the next 4 layers are the responsibility of the host. Each layer have their own roles and responsibilities. Similarly, network devices work on specific OSI layer. So in the next lecture, we will see the 7 layers of the OSI model.